for them last week with several touchdowns on top of triple digits receiving. It's the Texans and the Bears just ahead on EA Sports.
One of the great venues to watch a game in any sport and one of the best home crowds in any sport, Soldier Field in Chicago. Today we hit double digits week 10, and we got a good one in store as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the Chicago Bears. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, you look at this Bears team entering play. They come in just in an absolute free fall, losers of 7 in a row.
And this is where you turn to your best players and look at them and say, can you guide us out of this? We've got to be better than what we've shown.
Meanwhile, the shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. On first down, they'll start out with Singletary. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Well, Charles, you think about this defense. This week in preparation, you couldn't hide the fact from them that they're facing a team that's lost 7 in a row. You just... prepared the same way they normally do?
Yeah, that's a great question because normally that preparation goes into what you do well on defense. What is the best thing that you do going into a game? But in this case, you might want to take all the tendencies and throw them out the window. I would expect them to throw every trick play in the book right out of the gate in order to try and get something established and get things moving.
Now it's Fields. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have the Bears first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. Back to throw, Fields. This is Ertz on the pitch and catch. We get a look at what Ertz did receiving-wise last week. 5 catches, 54 yards.
And he's able to pull that last pass in, but this is usually a pretty tough unit to try and maneuver against. They're the top 10 in the league against the pass, and you and I both know there's not much difference between 1 and 10.
On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down. Hey, look at the defense for these Texans. They were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
I lost count of the number of turnovers that were occurring in that game, right? I mean, I had a clipper going after a while. 5, 6, 7, 8. It was unbelievable. There have been that many turnovers or takeaways, however you want to say, in the game since the Reagan administration. This is absolutely unreal.
I was in diapers. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Texans, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope they'll recover.
It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. On that last run, he's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career.
And moves him squarely into the top 100 rushers of all time. In fact, he can boast that he's rushed for over 1,000 yards more than Gale Sayers did in his career, and Gale Sayers was a Hall of Famer in a short career.
He'll wind up getting 2 there as he does it himself and picks up the first.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Fields. To the right side and complete to Jefferson. Well, the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Second and a couple.
At the 25-yard line.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. Open man here is Scott, complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 12-yard line.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Now it's Fields off the bootleg. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Even though it's the opening drive of the game, he wasn't shy about taking off and running with the football, even knowing the defense is definitely going to take their shots at him. And that's exactly what they did. He better learn to slide, otherwise he won't be around to finish this one.
A second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, some of those windows to throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Singletary is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up second and goal at the 2-yard line.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Kari Blasingame, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bears get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3".
Brandon, it's always nice when you get recognized with an individual award. And he was the AFC Offensive Player of the Week last week. But when you do it in a win, so much the better.
Absolutely. And he was all talking about that win, not so much the award he received on Wednesday.
It's a nice-looking award. I wonder if he took it home, you know, got out of the car, showed it off to the kids in the neighborhood, passed it around. I wonder what he did with it.
And the Texans
On first down, right back to Gibson. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. The numbers on the ground for Gibson a week ago. North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you know, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good, too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 45-yard line. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. That's caught again by Schultz. So the completion good for 7 there. And that will bring up second down. After 1, 7-0. Texans football to start quarter 2 as they've got it with a second. Coming. And they'll go play action here with Stroud. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Equanimeous St. Brown with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Texans are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point right down the middle, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears. A give, Singletary right side. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Here's Fields. Flushed out running. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Devin White defeating the offensive line and getting to the quarterback.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if I'm going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
And to the 46 he goes and no further, so he is well short of the first down marker. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
You know, are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first round bye. You don't have to go anywhere in January. To the Super Bowl that way.
Here's 2nd and 10. On the draw, it's Gibson. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You foresee incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown, Houston. Equanimeous St. Brown. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Texans have taken the lead. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year. And our score will stay right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Onto the field now come the Bears. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
They made a nice effort to stick it with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Looking to throw on second down, Fields. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the first down. Singletary, they'll go up the middle. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Third and 2, Fields. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have the Bears first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. Fields now to throw. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked up by Christian Harris. And the Texans are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Now a 2nd and 10. Stroud. Open man right side is St. Brown. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. In motion left, Claypool. Here's Stroud. And he had to reach for that one, but can't grab it. It's behind him, and it's incomplete. And the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Not good at all. Punt of just 24 yards there, and the Bears take over. The Bears going to take over now late in this first half. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Here's Fields now on second down. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3 and out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. 2nd and 10. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And this will be a Bears first down as good running gets them to about the 44. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. He's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
Just nowhere to go with the football. He was forced to put that one into Lake Michigan. I think his receivers have to do a better job of working free because he didn't have anywhere to go at all on that play.
From the 50, here's Fields. He'll fire deep, looking for more. Got his man, and it's caught for Chicago. Touchdown. DJ Moore in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bears have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead into the locker room. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime. And we'll still have time for one play before the half, as this will be fair caught and brought out to the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snap of the football. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the third quarter and continue this midseason contest. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And he won't quite make it to the 25. We get a look at Equanimeous St. Brown as he and the rest of the crew march out onto the field. He's having a day here in quarter number 3. Over 100 yards, couple touchdowns. Every receiver's hope for when they head into that game in the National Football League.
And his team is loving what he's giving them. Of course, the yardage is terrific, but I think it's what you mentioned, the 2 touchdowns. That's the big one because he's paying off his results downfield.
And still more time here, third quarter. We'll see what else he has in store for us. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Stroud sets up the play action. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And so many times we look at the open drive in the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that, but that would have been a big play. But he could not pull it in. Fields going to change things up here. Now a play fake here on first down. Steps away. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
His running ability has been an extra dimension of their game plan thus far. For once, though, he doesn't create any magic against the front that's prepared for him to try and take off.
On second down, here's a run with Singletary. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And the Bears are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
And he pushes forward, but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Good work there, holding him out on first down. And this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
Singletary again, but he will lose yardage here. Back to the 4-yard line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
Here we go,
now Fields. That's to Moore. He's got it. Touchdown Bears. A great play there. With his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and the lead is up to 8. That time a 6-play drive, and it concludes with a touchdown reception by DJ Moore. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. And now out comes Houston.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
But when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
Stroud on 3rd down now. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jaquan Brisker, and the Bears are going to take over at their own 41.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 4. Off play action, Fields. There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. 3rd down and 1.
It's 3rd and 1.
They'll try to run for the 1st down with Hunt. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. A Chicago 1st down there on a gain of 11.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right. They need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. Devin White picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
2nd and 19 at the Texans' 47-yard line.
Here's Fields. Middle of the field to Jefferson.
That's his gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 11.
What do they have for this? 3rd and 11. To throw is Fields. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a 1st down.
It was 3rd and long, so he had to figure that the defense would be coming with extra pressure. Found a way to get away. He couldn't see the imaginary yellow line on the field, but he knew exactly where it was and found his way there for a 1st down.
Fields throw complete here to Kmet. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and it's 2nd down. A play fake, now Fields to throw. On the move to his left. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. Back to throw, Fields. And he's going to lose yardage here. As they will switch ends as time is run out on this 3rd quarter of play. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
47-yard attempt.
The kick by Fairbairn is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So that's, CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here.
And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a two-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relative. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
A gain of 45 yards.
1st and 10, it's Stroud. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Chase Claypool, 27 yards. And the Texans have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Stroud's going to try to throw for the conversion. And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points. It gets him back within a field goal.
21.
Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. So here are the Bears to take over on offense. They lost 7 in a row coming into this ball game, but lo and behold, they have the lead here as this drive begins. 1st and 10. Singletary to get the drive started. And he'll get what he can up the middle. 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
That's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down. They'll give this to Singletary running right. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. Now we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. Here's Fields. This is Ertz on the pitch and catch. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. It'll be a gain of 5. And it's 3rd and 4 now.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Fields. And this is caught. He hits Moore. And he will have the Bears 1st down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. A shotgun snap, Fields. This is Ertz on the pitch and catch. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
To the air again, Fields. Got an open man, it's Scott. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. 44 yards rushing for him now. He's carried the ball just 5 times. They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. Fighting ahead at the 15. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. 2nd, 3rd guy in, breaking the football. Get it out. We got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over. I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Going for the knockout punch. They'll try and run. And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line.
That's a great run right there on first down. Didn't quite get into the end zone, but now you've set yourself up for at least 2, maybe 3 more shots from close range.
They'll look to run with Singletary. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Devin Singletary, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears get an important score there to extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. So Stroud and the Texans down by 10. A minute 12 to go. Stroud to throw it. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. Here's Stroud. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And while it's probably going to take a miracle at this stage, if they come down with this one in the end zone, they've still got a fighting chance. That one, however, winds up incomplete.
And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Pass interference, defense.
So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. Now the extra point. And the lead is down to a field goal now. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it was finished off by the Chase Claypool touchdown catch. So with under 30 seconds to play, this is the game right here. And this is going to be taken in by the Bears, and it appears they're going to win this game. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score in special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. A big pickup there, without question. That should be more than enough to wrap this one up.